Good morning, everyone. It's March 30th, 2024, and I'm out at the Pioneer Tunnel Coal Mine and Steam Train in Ashland, Pennsylvania. It's a chilly morning, but it's going to go up to 60 degrees today. It's going to be really nice. Now, why am I here? Well, I'm not going for a ride today, and I'm not operating the Lokie today, although that is coming up again very soon. So why am I here? Well, I'm here because our Lokie is getting a new paint job today. And I'm not just here to document it, I'm here to help work on it. And I'm really excited about this. We're actually going to be repainting this to its original Lehigh Valley Coal Company livery with the number 123. So gone is the number 1 Henry Clay, and we're going back to its original paint scheme. The sides of the cab are in the process of being replaced. In fact, they're almost done. This is new sheet metal. Sam is going to finish doing the rivets today, and then we can start working on getting that ready for paint. And we're also going to be removing these yellow stripes that are everywhere. We've got new lettering that's going to go on the side of the tank. It's going to say Lehigh Valley Coal Company, Park Place Colliery. That's where this one operated. And we're going to have a number 123 up on the steam dome. So this video is actually going to span a couple of different sessions. I'm going to be out here on some of the coming weekends to help get this locomotive ready for the Hand on the Throttle event, which is April 19th through 21st. It'll have already happened by the time you see this. It's a sold-out event. I'll be operating the Lokie on Sunday the 21st. But we got a lot of work to do here and there, guys, so let's get to it.
You got something on there, you can't move it. Yeah, there we fucking go. All right.
So the main thing we're working on today is getting this prepped for paint. And I've started sanding off this one walkway here. Started sanding off the yellow. You can see about as far as I got. Probably take a little bit more off there too. We're just trying to get a good surface for painting. And this is something I've always wanted to do. This is like working on a 1-to-1 scale model for me. For those of you who don't know, I've been an avid modeler most of my life. Mostly model cars. Now I'm getting back into trains. And preparation is really the most important step in any paint job. You got to get the surface right before you start if you want to get a good result. And that's what today's work is all about.
Ready?
Yep, did it.
Alright guys, we've been at it for about 5 hours now. You've seen a little bit of the work, but not a whole lot because, well, we were working. And you're probably saying it doesn't look a whole lot different, but we did get a lot done. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera for this segment, but mainly Collin and I were working to scuff up this yellow paint to get it ready to be painted solid black. And you can probably see a little bit better on the tank of the, it's actually the water tank wrapped around the boiler. It's a saddle tank. We've scuffed almost the entire, both sides of the tank. There's just this little bit left, but Sam and Jerry are working with the welding in that part. I'll do that next weekend when we're back here. Sam and Jerry have been hard at work here. Sam's doing the welding from inside the cab, getting all the new rivets in place. So we should have this done before we leave today, or close. And I still got to do here, you can see the difference. I haven't touched this yellow yet because they've been welding. Kind of contrast that. I don't know how well that's showing on camera, but this is wood. This is all close to ready to paint. Still got to be washed. There's just yellow dust everywhere. And Collin left for the day, but he did a lot of the work on this side of the boiler here. Same thing, we've got the side of the tank scuffed up, ready to paint. Got the yellow scuffed up, ready to paint. And that holds true with this yellow. Jerry's just starting to work on this side of the cab. And that's where we're gonna leave it off for today, guys. This video's just getting started. We'll be back here the next couple weekends, continuing to help out to turn Lokie number 1 into Lokie number 123. Before we move on to the next segment of the video, I just want to give you a quick look at the other equipment here at the Pioneer Tunnel Coal Mine and Steam Train in Ashland, Pennsylvania. These are the electric mine carts that go down into the mine. These would pull, I'm not sure where they store the passenger carts, but these are the units that provide the power. And this will be opening a week from today, next Saturday, April 6th, 2024. These will be back in operation. Now, even more interesting, it's one thing to keep this old equipment going, but we've got a complete second restoration project in this shop here. This is the other Lokie. This is Lehigh Valley Coal Company, number 119. And she has seen better days, guys. But the long-term plan is to fix her up and restore her to operating condition. That's going to be a lot of work. This smoke box is shot. You can see there's rusted through in many places. This is going to have to be completely replaced. I've been told the tubes in it are pretty good, but they're going to be replaced anyway. And this side, I think, is the more interesting one to look at. You see all the rivets. This is the original boiler and dome. So everything's original on this side here. And I'm told this engine is 98 years old. The Lokie that we're working on that runs is 97. They're very similar. They're basically the same model, but of course over the years things have changed to give them each their own distinct character. We got a lot of work needed back here. That white line is the cut line. Everything inside of there is going to have to be cut out and replaced. That's a pretty big undertaking. The other thing, we don't have the water tank for this locomotive. So you can see the tank on number 123 wraps around the boiler. This is what it looks like without the tank. we're going to have a new tank fabricated. And luckily we do have the cab. The cab is sitting out in the yard. You'll see that when I run the Lokie. We'll go past that. Just so you'd enjoy seeing the variety of equipment in this small shop here in Ashland, Pennsylvania. Alright guys, now it's Saturday, April 6, 2024, and we are back at the Lokie barn in Ashland, Pennsylvania for another work session on Lehigh Valley Coal Company number 123. This weekend's work is going to pick up where last weekend's left off. But we've got most of the rivets in place on the side of the cab now, but there's still some that need to be finished up. And we got to do a lot of sanding. Just this little part of the tank is left. We got to do the domes, the handrails, most importantly the cab, and the front of the locomotive. Jimmy's working now to open up the smoke box. I'm going to help him with that as soon as I put the camera down. And we're going to get the number 1 Henry Clay number plate off. And that will, after the paint job, be replaced with the 123 number plate that you see here. So you got Sam and Jerry over there getting ready to get back to work on the welding. And I'm going to put the camera down, help Jimmy with the smoke box, and then get back to work on doing some of the sanding. Alright, Jimmy and I got the smoke box open. Big thing we got to do now, we're letting it soak in oil. We got to get this nut loose. That'll get the number plate for the number 1 off. Jimmy's cleaning up the slide. That goes down here. And we cleaned out the smoke box while we were here. Cleaned out the back of the door. And there we go. We got the slide back in. That works nice now. Alright, back to work. Okay, and we're making progress here. Got the number plate off. Got the number boards off the top. Alright, and we're just test fitting this and getting a sneak preview of what it's going to look like. Alright, we got our new number boards right here. They won't go in until after we're done with the paint job though. So obviously we'll keep all this stuff in the collection. And we've got Sam and Jerry have moved on to this side of the cab to work on the rivets now.
All else fails, use a bigger hammer.
It still failed.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, we're getting last weekend's welds ground smooth.
So this meeting, we're supposed to be like Scott Henry, we're supposed to be in here, right? We're supposed to have some leadership. And then to do it like Brad and Axel, his thing that we're going on. Yeah. Yeah.
Every little thing is just setting it off. And it's actually like always in the same position where you have to live with her, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Because what was happening before, they were trying to circle around the road. And then when they were they just fought out. Yeah. And I'm like, good.
And good morning. We are back here on Saturday, April 13th, 2024. And boy, the Lokie is looking different. And isn't she looking great? She got a fresh coat of black paint last night. Now, she's not 100% done. Some stuff like the smoke box still has to be done today, and that has to be done with a high temperature paint. But the majority of the black paint is done. That was done by Josh, who works here full-time at Pioneer Tunnel. So we got the side of the tanks done. The cab is looking brand new. We got the new steel plates. All of the rivets are in place. Look at that. You can even see my reflection in it. Josh did a fantastic job painting this. And just walking around, you can see more of the same. Everything's been done on the cab, the bumper. And this side as well, we've got a little bit more lighting here. This will look even better out in the sunlight. But we are working indoors. Got this side of the tank done. Got the walkways done. And like I said, work still has to be done on the smoke box, but that should be getting done, if not today, very soon. I am only up here today, as far as I know. And the main task today is going to be applying the stencils. And that's really where my part comes in. I created the graphics for them on my computer, had them cut by a sign shop. And we are going to now apply that so we can do the lettering and numbering to finally restore this to the number 123 Lehigh Valley Coal Company paint scheme that it originally wore.
Got the big moment here.
Alright guys, work is progressing pretty well today. We've got the stencils on both sides of the cab. We've got the stencils taped in place. We're going to be tacking those down. When I say we, I mean me and Collin. Collin's been a huge helper today. Much appreciated. And we got Jerry trying to hide from the camera here. But Jerry's doing a fantastic job painting the smoke box. As long as he doesn't paint those handrails, well, we still need to climb up and down, but we will do those. And we've got the same progress on the other side. So Collin and I are going to tack down these stencils on the tank. Then we are going to get out the white paint and have some fun. Alright, this is the last of the stencils, guys.
They don't appreciate nothing.
You're doing a good job and all that. I like that circle.
I think there was an adjective describing that chitlin smirk or something. Shin-eating grin. That shin-eating grin. Don't give me any shit.
Alright, here we go.
Now we just gotta paint it.
Just gotta paint it now. Alright guys, we are having a really productive work day. Admittedly, we're all getting a little tired now, but it's coming along good. May not look like much yet, but we've got our first coat of paint down on both sides. I've been doing the fireman's side. Collin's doing the engineer's side. I'll walk over there in just a minute. And then Jerry's been working hard painting the front of the locomotive, and I think this is the most exciting part. We've got the new number boards and the new number plate installed. Got the number board on this side too. And we've got our novice painter Collin here. He's doing a great job. Collin and I did all the application of the stencils, and then we're dividing and conquering with the paint.
Just about ready to do a second coat.
Cool. He's going to start his second coat, and I'm going to go over to the other side of the locomotive and start my second coat. So we'll check in with you when that's done. Alright guys, we are nearing the moment of truth. Collin and I have put 3 coats of paint on all the letters and numbers. And we're literally watching paint dry. This is what it looks like when people are watching paint dry. Pretty thrilling stuff. We're letting it dry just a little bit more, and then we are going to peel back the stencils and see if we've actually done a good job. Hey guys, I think we got a stowaway.
Maybe a little bit.
Collin's eagerly
Everyone.
awaiting the Hand on the Throttle event next weekend. First in line.
On the other side.
It's on the other side.
Close enough.
Close enough. He's keeping the seat warm.
Yeah, this is how we watch paint dry.
That up.
What part?
Just right there.
Oh, okay.
I think the vinyl just kind of stuck.
That's kind of a simple.
That's easy. And then we'll have to get the middles.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a few of those. This is the big reveal.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming off pretty decent, actually.
It's like quality stencils.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's pretty awesome.
It's looking good.
Look at that, guys. portion down, only the rest of the locomotive to go.
What do you think, guys? I am over the moon. I think it looks fantastic.
I think that is absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Got a little bit of cleanup to do, but I'm not worried about
But overall, I mean, that is awesome.
it. Thank you.
Absolutely awesome.
Well, you know what they say, guys. Amateurs built the Ark, professionals built the Titanic. And I think this bunch of amateurs here, well, me and him, he's a pro. I think we did a pretty darn good job. We've got all the stencils off the left-hand side, the fireman's side. Had to do a little touch-up, not a lot, that's to be expected. And all we got to do is do the same thing on the other side, and we will be done for the day. Now, we won't be getting the striping or some other detailing done today, but I think this is quite an accomplishment for a single day's work. Guys, Lehigh Valley Coal Company number 123 is back. All right, guys, and it is official. The numbering and lettering is done. Well, at least for today. They still have to do some work to the steam dome and number that. But we've got the bulk of this done here. We got the cab sides, the sides of the saddle tank. And Jerry has put the number boards back in. I think I showed you that earlier. The number boards, the number plate. Guys, we got a brand new Lokie here. This is the first time a Vulcan narrow gauge locomotive has worn its Lehigh Valley livery, I'm told, in 50 years. This is quite a moment, guys. I actually wish we had more people here with us tonight, but just me, Collin, and Jerry. Guys did great work. Thank you for the help today. You guys did great. And so I am going to just take some pictures. I won't be back here till Hand on the Throttle starts on Friday. There will be more work done to this locomotive in my absence. And when I get here Friday, I'll pick up the video to share that with you.